Horses, see horses on the right side, horses. This is just so incredible. It feels so good to be here. Unreal, they built this road. You need to be so careful. Big fire. San Carlos de Bariloche. Panamericana highway.
Hi, I'm Alex, adventuring my motorbike around the world, join the ride in South America.
If I would be sideways, I couldn't hold the motorbike. So I'm going in neutral now, take out the side stand, and I go around the corner here, slowly. I go slowly, bit leaning. I have to lean. I think we're lucky there's no gust at the moment. Just stop here. Okie dokie. Does it stand here? More or less. Ah! This is crazy windy. Yeah, stable, more or less. But look at this! This looks incredible! Oh yeah, we're leaning forward a bit here. We're leaning to the side also, otherwise we fly away. Like I can't even take my hands off because I need to be careful that they don't fly away. Because it's real, it's small business. I always take my key out. You never know if somebody comes by, jumping out of the car, riding away with your motorbike. Very unlikely, but if it happens, I'm standing here with nothing, right? Oh, look at this. You guys are leaning against the wind. I just think we're making a left corner now. We're going against the wind again. Just need to get off the gravel out here. I think go with furious and then there. Panamericana highway. Yeah! It feels like being in Uzbekistan with Tajikistan together. Chuck, chuck. Mountain style. 20 years more and we're gonna have a Pamir highway here from the quality point of view. But in Pamir, then the Chinese already built new roads and it's rather fun riding here. Not going too fast, obviously, like 50 GP or something like that. Watch your rim. They're not so deep here as in the Pamir highway. In the Pamir highway they're 20 centimeters deep. If you drive over it, you fall into it. I'm here at this restaurant place in this little village town. I ordered a menu which comes with soup and some asado, like meat from the barbecue. And you can just like take the soup by yourself from this pot into your plate here, and you just have it, right? And now from the asado, we got a steak with potatoes, egg, and some salad. All right, the price was like 25,000 pesos, which is like 17 US dollars. I went to pay, and cash is 25. If you pay with international credit card, it's plus 12%. 12%. If you pay with local credit card, it's plus 8%. And then the man said like, yeah, 25,000, and the lady came and the water, and he said, I mean, it's included. So the woman wanted to kind of get more money, but the man was kind enough to not cheat on me. Staying a couple of days at Casona de Odile. Beautiful place actually, made with love. This is the house. Another house here with apartment. Camel is just standing there. Hola Manuela, ¿qué tal? It's a beautiful place. Even during winter time you have warmth in here. Yeah, today is the 25th of December and the taxis are not riding. So the kind motorbikers give the lady a ride with all her bags. She's carrying her household, obviously. Have you ever been on a motorbike before? Or you can hold well, wherever, it doesn't matter. No, here you can hold. Yeah. All right. I was just walking back to the hostel, which is like 5.5 kilometers. I think we still have 40 degrees almost, now more like 34 or something. We're looking here at El Bolsón, and in the background we can't see a big fire. This doesn't look so healthy. I bought a melon and a beer. Should be good. Yeah, I was trying to get some more cash out from the Western Union, but both of them, no tienes dinero. They don't have money today. So how do I pay the hostel now if I don't get the cash, right?
Nap time. We had too much wind at Lago Musters and had lunch in Gobernador Costa. Now we're starting from El Bolsón in the direction of Bariloche, further to San Martín de los Andes. We had the full breathing of the Panamericana highway on Ruta 40 and finished at Camping El Choni.
We are in San Carlos de Bariloche, but it could be, oh look, there's a people in it. It could be a beautiful place, but it's all soaked in snow. It's very busy because it's like holiday season. We are talking beginning of January, which is kind of for you guys beginning of July on the northern hemisphere, so everybody is on vacation. Look at this, it's so dusty. It's really not good. And it smells like in India, almost. The houses on the side of the road are really beautiful. They're built with wood and everything, and I think it's all like holiday houses. Some hotels also, obviously. This seems to be a really touristic place. Bariloche is over there. You can't even see the church because it's so full of smoke. Good morning and happy day from San Carlos de Bariloche. A beautiful place here. And I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with the valve clearance check and the spare parts. I need like gasket seals and the shims. And I'm trying to figure out how to get them in Puerto Montt. I have a contact there, Rüdiger, who is very helpful. He's German. And I've been trying now since December 23rd, that's like 2 weeks ago, to get hold of these spare parts. Obviously there was Christmas in between, but now 4 days have passed, or 3 days more or less, where I just couldn't manage it with them because they just don't follow what I'm asking for, right? Anyway, it looks like they only sell single shims and not as a set, so that doesn't make sense to me. I got an offer for like $200 US to get those shims, like 8 of them. I can get like for 200 US, I can get like 350. Anyway, it looks like a little bit difficult at the moment. So we have one more opportunity, one more option, which is like shipping these things from the States to Rüdiger. But that would take a week still. I mean, I've been waiting like 2 weeks already in El Bolsón, which was also a break, but I want to move on. And now going back to Chile also kind of is also a detour just to do the valve clearance check. So I'm thinking of kind of changing that and maybe only doing that in Uruguay. Because I also read two nights ago, read again about like this valve clearance check. And actually, to me, the more I read about it, the more I think like the less force you give on the engine, the longer it should last. It's not like if you go slower and less revs and more heat to the engine. No, the less fuel you inject, the less heat is in there, and the slower it will kind of wear out. But maybe I'm wrong. You need to check it anyway, right? So I'm just trying to make it up a bit and evaluate the risk for the engine. Good morning and happy day, folks, from Bariloche. Today we're riding with Richard from the United States. He's riding on a BMW GS 1250. I will make my way at least until San Martín de los Andes. I think Richard will go even to Chile today a bit further. Now we're getting to the fuel station first, and what's going on here, right? Yeah, this is Bariloche during morning. It's very calm, everything. Oh, look at the mountains. There's some smoke still in there from the fires. And Richard is a bit like a rhino today. I think he's riding with this every day, but he's pretty much packed on his BMW. But I think for a BMW GS that's normal. Yeah, here in Bariloche they always have this building with stones and wood. It actually looks rather nice, a bit like in the alpine region in Europe. Not going to Puerto Montt, the plans have changed a bit. I will directly go up to Mendoza and from there turning east, going to Cordoba. And from there further to Buenos Aires and into Uruguay. In Uruguay I have a couple of parcels that are going to arrive sooner or later. Maybe, maybe not, depends on the customs. And I'm gonna order the parts for the valve clearance check to Uruguay, to Montevideo. I'm in touch with Kevin. He's obviously a motorbiker. I think he speaks English very well. I'm with him on WhatsApp. Good contact. Alrighty, now we're talking. This is the beautiful scenery everybody's talking about, I guess. We're outside of Bariloche now, just like following the roads just northbound. There are some bicycle riders running on gravel. Well done, mate. It's a bit chilly still. I think we're only talking like maybe 15 degrees, 14 degrees or so. Actually, what do we talk at the moment? 17 degrees. Okay, it feels a bit colder. Yeah, I'm hungry actually.
That place of 1 kilometer.
Good. Yeah, let's have some breakfast. That's a typical California GS rider. Pack it fully. Yeah, I mean, like there's things in you need, right? And you want to be a bit comfy as well. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the beauty of the Andean mountains. Beautiful. We're just going towards the water over there. Countryside looks rather green here as well. Look at those rugged stones. I think like this is more like granite, very tough stuff. More like loose gravel over there on the Rocky Mountains. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful. I think we can take over here as well. Yep. Wow, wow, wow. This is beautiful. We're going over a bridge now. There's forest everywhere, a little river. And there are horses, see horses on the right side, horses. And the big mountains. They're looking down below on us. Ah, gorgeous. I think they had to fight some fires here in the past, or just very old trees here. Going uphill. Let's go. We're riding into San Martín. Alright guys, I'm here at the daily team. They have a beautiful workshop here and they let me do the oil change actually here. You just ride in here and I put Camille here, pumped her up. They brought me tools right away and the place kind of to drain the oil into. Just an hour here working. Very friendly people here in this place. Wonderful. And they let me
Alex. Viajero, buen viajero.
Sí, we also Maxi aquí.
Maxi, alles gut.
Alles good. And we are the first one on the new glass here. With Smiling Eagle Alex sticker. Yeah, love that. This is beautiful. I don't have this in Germany. You have birds flying there. There's a small creek going down. Then you have like a broad, not similar to step, but it's much more beautiful. Yeah, enjoying this much more. It's so good to be back on the motorbike and enjoying the freedom of motorbike riding around the world. Currently in Argentina. And I was just overtaking, more or less not overtaking, but a car wanted to make a left. And I was just like going behind that car, and on the right side there was bitumen, so you can go and pass the cars going on, taking left, passing them on the right side. And suddenly this sucker, although he has the indicator on the left side, goes to the right side where I want to pass it. I had to full brake. I don't know what these people sometimes thinking. They see me behind and they just do bullshit, right? It's like, you need to be so careful here. Incredible. Special geologic formations up there. We're riding through this valley now here. It's downhill a bit. There's not a lot of wind, which is going like 80, not even 80 kilometers an hour. This is Argentina. We're going up that road, slightly uphill. The valley is just here, lying next to us. A volcano over there at the horizon. So beautiful here. So beautiful. So we're back on straight roads, just going downhill along the beautiful Ruta 40. It is very hot. I'm sweating. Although the air is rather dry here, it's really hot. What can you do? You have to ride through it. Like you stop in the sunshine here with all the gear on, it's like you soaked in seconds. It's terrible. Just climbing up here. And this is where we came from. We park here somewhere? Oh yeah, we can. Let's stop here and check out the view. This is not a parking space. You have to turn around. Okay, you can go there. I don't know. Let's just stop here. We're in the middle of Ruta 40 somewhere in here in Argentina. Yeah, that's where we are. Look at this. This is the road we came from. It's really cool to ride such roads again. desert style similar to Australia. But actually, to be honest, I like the scenery here much more than in Australia because it's a bit more diverse and there's more green on the side of the road, some flowers, and it's not so dry. We have another 8 kilometers to go to the next bigger town. Gonna stop there, probably fuel up, see if we can find some food, then see if we stay there or if we head a bit further. We'll reach this town I was talking about, Las Lajas. It's really small actually. I'm not sure if I want to stay here. There's a fuel station. We go to the fuel station here first and see what's happening. Okay folks, we have 34 degrees. I should wait in line to fuel up. It's not possible, I cannot do this. I need a place in the shade. Where's shade here? Yeah, it's really holiday season, so it's very busy in there. It's got some more now. Have a banana, and then let's see what the day brings. We're actually not at the final destination yet anyway, so we're gonna head further. When you compare the desert areas that Australia has and the desert areas that are out here, this is more beautiful because there are more mountains, a bit more than affiliates. Okay folks, 37 degrees. What's going on? This is so hot here. It's really exhausting. Here we are at an elevation of 1150 meters, so rather high up, and also the sun I think is very strong. I'm not sure if I managed to keep my skin safe today. Look, I'm very red, too much red in my face. Could be also the heat, only the road ahead in Argentina. The mountains surrounding us, a couple of bushes and the road. Just the road. Camely and myself. Snow on top of the mountains, and I'm sweating here at 35 degrees. I don't get it. Look at the big flat. They're so proud of their country. Incredible. Oh, police station here. They're checking. Not at the moment, I think. Just go through. Lots of flashlights here, brothers. We're expecting a bit of riptide today on the Currenta. And we're going towards some volcanoes. It's obviously high season at the moment, so it's going to be very difficult to visit those volcanoes. You only can enter with a ticket, you need to get in advance, you need to have a guide, but that's probably only the case during high season. So probably have to skip on that and look at the volcanoes from the distance. But yeah, the road here is rather curvy and it's going a bit up and down this mountain range here. I think we're climbing already again higher than 1100 meters. Which is good because it makes it a bit cooler. We're already at 30 degrees again and it's just like almost 11. Keep in mind that the time is already a bit, everything is a bit early here. The sun stands on the very high around only at 1:30 or so. So they have a bit different look at the time, I guess. And maybe I'm also talking like bullshit, I don't know. But that's at least how it feels to me. The road is good, the bitumen is okay. It's not like brand new, but it doesn't have potholes, so that's actually a good thing. And looking around, the geological structures here, they are really different. It's just like layers, everything is like layers. I think it's also like clay because right when there's rain, it's very difficult to ride on these roads here because it's very slippery. Obviously we have dry season and that's not the problem at the moment, but keep that in mind. It might be a bit crazy. Yeah, the tire pressure at the moment, 2.5, 2.8. That's perfectly fine, I guess. Oh, look at this. Wow. And we're going the road down here, through the valley, up the mountain and the top again. This is just so incredible. It feels so good to be here and riding those beautiful roads. Incredible. It's a very desert area, right? There are no animals here, at least not many. Sometimes when they have a little oasis and a little farm or a station, they do some farming here, some cattle and stuff, but not a lot, and mainly cows. I haven't seen any sheep here. I think it's just too hot for sheep here. Yeah! Look at this beautiful bend here, through the corner! Through the corners! Yes! Yeehaw! Nice. A bit of headwind now coming towards us, even cooler. That's really good. Showing that. Look at the scenery here. Wow. This is really incredible. I'm going like 90 now, almost 90. Just like driving along here, right? I'm enjoying it. And the cool thing is like all the flowers on the side of the road, it makes it so like pretty. Pretty. See, pretty. This little green color at the bottom of the valley. These little tracks going through the countryside. Small little bushes. Then this white color over there in the mountains, folded up just behind it. Hey, this is really beautiful. This is more beautiful than Australia. I haven't seen this kind of diversity in one place in Australia. Argentina has the most beautiful desert countryside I've seen. I think so. I think this is muy bonito. It's so incredible. Beautiful motorbikers around here. Yeah, we do it. Yes, hello brother and sister. And you know I still believe. Come on, guys, what's going on? What kind of scenery is that? I know it's always a bit more difficult on the camera to kind of deliver that, but this is kind of what the heck is going on? And little trails over there going through the countryside again. Look on the right side. This vast scenery, flat, but still it's uphill, still and flat. And these carvings from the water in there. It's a big piece of land. Big piece of. It's not a rock. I think it's more like a mountain. I don't know. Really big, huge volcano. Fortunately, not active. It's like reddish, all lava, like frozen lava, cold lava. Ruta 40, you got my heart. Argentina, you got my heart! The level of beauty reminds me a bit about Cunjarapas, where there comes this village, Puta Trancantillo. Yeah, they're greeting here. People from Argentina, motorbike riders here, and impressive. They have like water here, that's why they live here, I guess. It's black ash, I think, from the volcano. We reached Barrancas, which is the last or first village in Patagonia. So in a couple of kilometers down there the road, there's a river that is kind of the border of Patagonia. We are leaving province Neuquén and entering province Mendoza. And we're leaving Patagonia here at this point in time. The river is just bordering. Here. Bye-bye, Patagonia. Hello, Mendoza. Woohoo! This is so beautiful here. Wow. Unreal, they built this road through this countryside, through this outback, through this scenery here. There's this green oasis. What's going on? This is dirty here, the road suddenly. Rita Corenta turned into gravel. I don't like gravel so much. I hate it. I don't like it. It's gonna be, everything is gonna be soaked in sand again. My whole jacket and everything. The motorbike, the filter. Put some bitumen on here so people can enjoy it on the motorbike. It's just exhausting again. Need to be so concentrated. I had to air down because it's just so loose here, the ground. And it's so slippery. And now I'm sweating it. We have 35 degrees and the tire pressure also went up. So from 2.0 to 2.2 in the front, and that's just too much. Now I'm at 1.9. That's much better and I can feel the difference already. But the ground is not really fun to ride on. A mí no me gusto. There's some frozen lava black, but I'm too hot. I cannot take a picture. Look at this beautiful scenery, but it's too hot. 35 degrees, I'm in the gear. What the heck? So exhausting to drive here. The ripio is so soft. It's so disgusting. Disgusting to drive, but it's so exhausting. And the scenery is so beautiful here, but I cannot enjoy it. It's because I have to concentrate all the time. And then the dust in the air again. I have to, I don't know, it's another 30-40 kilometers I think. Let's do it. What a sunset is this? Look at it, the clouds colored in red. Serious guys, it's all that's left for food. Peanut butter and I had an avocado. Overlanding.